Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I feel shine. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks playing like a Damu. The artist blood on my tongue. Thinking it's a warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist but you smell me. One spark then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around. Get stupid then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks to use the second kind. Straight rappers to the streets like Cobra. 80s they before they like. Up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans get defeated. Hot in the ride. You can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me. Cause I'm a guy ball. Bad attitude like a rocket. My whole to the A. And I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. To get that honey sauce on me, I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man, Dre Mac, coming to you again with another episode of The Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast right now, go ahead and get up because you already know that the early bird gets the worm. And on today's show, live show, for you grifters to come over there and be like, well, what does 7:30 mean? Well, he's giving geological stuff. That's because I'm live, you numbskull. We are going to go to the beginning of the grift. And that's where Kangmin. Somebody was like, hey, you know, the Birdman did a video about him at the beginning to let you know he was a grifter. And I did read his comment on Mr. Kangmin and a lot of other people that he has went after as far as the grift. And when I tell you, dude is hard to argue against because I'm talking about so thorough. Even in his comment, he's so thorough. So we're going to go to the beginning and see why my man was talking trash Oh, my man Yasuke in the Assassin's Creed Shadows. I bought that game just because people were hating. That game is dope though. I ain't gonna lie, I got frustrated with homegirl, kept getting killed, didn't know what I was doing, tried to go sneaking, kept getting caught. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come back to this later. So yeah, so hopefully you guys are happy. Okay, I play fighting games. You want to know? That's why they'll be like, oh, you just bought it because it was a black guy. No, I used to buy the Assassin's Creed games and I fell off because I really like more fighting games more, or just straightforward action adventure games, more or less than the standard stealth, type of But anyway, hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant React channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is,
Say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
all right. Let me see who was all in the house today. All right, Toria Rain Reloaded. What's up? And I remember talking about this, but I didn't know who the catalyst was. I think I've seen this cat before, but I haven't particularly seen this video. And this is one of Birdman's shorter videos. So that's how we're gonna do it on today. Miss Roberta the Church Auntie, good morning. Marley Mart is up in the house. Good morning. My man Xavier Phoenix, good morning. Johnny Rastafari, good morning. Justice Note is up here. Krisha Key is up here. Who got it? Nah, I just swear. What is up? What's up? Robbie D is in the house. What's up? And don't forget to smash that like button like she was smashing them weights. Hi-ya! Jigga Network. Good morning. Puma Lee is up in the house. Good morning. Andre Ware can't wait to get his morning buttery biscuits. Oh man, Orpico is up here. What's up? Good Eddie Foster. What's up? Minty Gasm, aka Tina, is up here. What's up? Shout out to Shot Town is up in the house. So let's go ahead. Let's get this thing started. Let me go ahead and shout out my magnificent crew, man, because you guys are amazing. So let's go. Hold up. Wait a minute. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that been holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. All right. And again, thank you so very much who have decided to join to be a member of the channel. I really appreciate you guys. I'm telling you, this really, your membership really helps out the channel. And we are 99 members, subscribers away for 5,000. And again, that is a landmark for me. I did hit that mark a little early on TikTok, but I was doing a whole lot of other stuff on TikTok. So to do it on YouTube and knowing how harder YouTube is, man, is a blessing. And you guys being members, deciding to spend your hard-earned money to listen to me yap in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Listen to me, tell you guys to taste the biscuits. It's appreciated, man. It's really appreciated. And I thank you guys. Thank you. Enrique, good morning. Erica D, aka She Loves Fantasy. Good morning. And I don't want to talk about that game. That game, you know how I almost broke my TV. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I almost threw something in my TV last night. because there's no way in hell we should have lost. But here we are. Here we are. You know, so it's AW1, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, it's no way we shouldn't have lost that game. Yeah, we shouldn't have lost that game. But hey, you know, yeah, I mean, people's over here tasting the biscuits too. So yeah. What up, Alvin Rodriguez? What's up? Travis got one good catch and one breakup. That's it. Now, again, Eagles lost. See, what pissed me off is that the Eagles lost to the Broncos, which made them 3-2. Then the Bills lost, which made them 4-1. So in a division, all we had to do was win. And all we had to do was win. And no, people decided to, you know, I don't want to win today. So yeah, it was a lot of back. It was a lot of back out. And I don't want to hear about nothing about the refs helping the Chiefs. I don't want to hear nothing because it went both ways last night. They didn't call a pass interference that led to an interception. Then they called a pass interference that led to an interception to end the game. I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing. It was trash. It was a trash game last night. And me as a Chiefs fan, I've been a Chiefs fan since the 80s. So there's nothing you can say to me about bad Chiefs football. I've seen the highest of highs, and I've seen 2-14 for my team. So it happens. It happens. But you know what did happen? Savage Cabbage, what's up? I got something new for y'all. So I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mack Show.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Are you going down? Then you gotta know the best way to go. On the down low.
Damn, you banking like that? And you come over here with a biscuit meal, man?
Would you like to take a survey?
No. Elevator go down the hall.
It's you! It's you!
Whoop-de-doo.
We are talking about the same girl.
Okay, well, what do we do? Fight a duel or something?
Well, I don't know. Maybe,
Wherever I go, he goes.
We now return to the Transformers.
All right. Let's get to the main course. Rashad, oh no, wait a minute. I'm missing some people. Hey, look, I like the 49ers until they play the Chiefs. I actually like the Jacksonville Jaguars when they had Mark Brunell, they had Fred Taylor, they had Jimmy Smith and Keenan McCardell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the Chiefs just pissed me off. It happens. And Jew division, no. When Jake Paul stop fighting, then I'll call boxing real. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't call boxing fully real until he quits. You know what I mean? I'm so sick of him. What's up, Rashad Walker? What's up? Let me see. Let me see. Who I got? Let me see. He said all the nostalgia feels. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy about Nickelodeon. J. Carter, what's up? And I used to watch some You Can't Do That on television, boy. that was a whole lot. Oh. Yeah, it's call him right. I will ban you, RBO. Call him the Chiefs. Stop playing. But yeah, so all right, let's get to this. I ain't gonna lie, the end of that it still has me rolling. Even when I was editing it, I kept playing back and forth because that was funny. And the when I seen the tape called The Down Low with all kinds of love songs on, I said, why? Why did we call that the Down Low album? Yeah. Oh my God. We would sell anything back in the day. We would literally sell anything back in the day. All right. So yeah, I used to love what's up, D Stezzle? I used to love You Can't Do That on television. I used to faithfully watch You Can't Do That on television. I would faithfully watch those. So to actually find that there were full episodes on YouTube, oh, guess what I'm watching? I just didn't know, like, they were young sketch comedy. Like, that was cool back in the day. And there's all kinds of, trust me, you know what I mean? Trust me. There's plenty other stuff I wanted to throw in here that I didn't want to make it too long. You know what I'm saying? I even cut down the run, nigga, run. I think I seen that on Instagram. I start rolling when I seen that. And I was like, you know what? But, you know, the Download, the Download album has a whole other meaning when I found out what that was in the 2000s. When I found that, I'm gonna tell this. Okay, I'm gonna tell this quick story before I get to the main course, because this video was not long, so it's like almost 6 minutes. So I was working at a bank, and I got a phone call from a customer who was getting a divorce from their wife, and it was like, man, I really need to start a new account. And I was like, hey, it's not a problem. Come up here. We'll help you out. You can see my branch manager. We can get you all started. And, I told him about how much it costs to start an account. And he was like, oh, man, thank you. That's cool. This shenanigans is going to happen after this. So I get the phone call back. Put this on everything I love. It felt in my mind like 2 minutes. It could have been more than that. But in my mind, it felt like it was like a couple minutes. So I answered the phone, and it was like, hey, is this the same guy that I was just talking to about opening my account? I was like, yeah. Oh yeah, is there anything else you need? I wouldn't mind, help you out with a little bit more. It's nothing. He was like, do you get down? And I was like, down where? He was like, nah, do you get down? Because you sound hella sexy on the phone. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. No, I do not. I do apologize, sir, but I do not get down. That is not my community. So no, I don't. Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. It's just it's funny now, but I ain't gonna lie, because that was the first time any dude ever hit on me over the phone. So it was wild. It was wild. But yeah, it happens. You know what I mean? It happens. So I'm one of those type of people that I'm very secure in my sexuality and my masculinity, and that don't, man. It did not. It was more funny than anything, but I didn't take it like, either I can yell and holler and scream, or I could take it, and be like, you know what, thank you, but no, thank you, So, it is what it is. But who shot his shot over there? This racist grifter who was crying about black samurais. Let's get to this video. And that's why that clip, when it was like, are you getting down? Try on the down low. Like, wait a minute, what? But hey, if you ever want to go someplace where you can get down, I heard Atlanta is the spot. All right, let's get to it. Don't forget San Francisco. in other places.
In case you don't recognize the genetic dead end on the screen, this is Kangmin Lee, an infamous anti-black grifter who couldn't cut it here on YouTube, so he found his footing sucking up to racist white people on Twitter.
Again, for you guys watching this for the first time, this is the guy that we talked about yesterday. The Birdman did the video about him getting fired. So now we're going way back in the time to show you what the original video was and why the Birdman was getting, get him on them pause so heavy with this. So let's just read just a little bit of the comment so we'll know. So he was like, in this pathetic attempt to expose the Critical Drinker, this YouTuber says that the Critical Drinker platform boosts known anti-black racists like Kangmin Lee. Thanks for the endorsement, the Birdman. The shite lips, crybabies like you call everyone racist is it's a complete compliment. Now, remember yesterday, Damon, what's up? So remember, yesterday, he was the one crying about getting fired because his boss exposed every racist tweet, sexist tweet, all of that on in front of him. And and he put it on, he showed everybody to make it seem like, oh, it's their fault. Instead of taking a full accountability of his actions. They ain't see what's up. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Kendall Jordan, what's up? So, instead of taking responsibility and accountability, say, you know what? Those are my beliefs. At the time, I don't something. He decided to double down and say, why are you white-splaining to me? What? On a person you're supposed to be begging for their job back. So this is where we're at. This is the context of where we're at. Now, let's get to this. All Ubisoft had to do was have a Japanese main character for a game, which they do. It's two. It's a Japanese female character, and it's Yasuke, the African-born samurai under, I think, Uranagi, I believe. We've talked about that before when I did a video exposing the grift on other YouTubers that was talking bad about a black samurai. We already explained in that video, and I can bring it up, that there's evidence of this from the Encyclopedia Britannica that tells you that this person was real by researching information. So a lot of these people was going off of one. It was a Numanaga. I'm sorry, Yuri Naga is from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. My bad, y'all. That was what's up, God is Jamila. What's up? That was from TMNT 3. My bad. Killed out a robot. What's up? So yes, there is documentation on that I've explained before. You can just refer back to those videos if you want, to that video if you want a little bit more. So again, this is what he said, but they couldn't help but shoehorn in a DEI black guy and repeatedly marking him as a real life samurai based on zero historical evidence. Now a whole nation is pissed. Word. So it said, might need to put you in a spliff too. This was September 12th, 2024. Just to give you some context, it was over a year ago. All right, let's keep going. So he said he's gonna smoke in a Kangmin Lee pack.
I came into contact a while ago where he cried about his incredibly small inclusion in my Critical Drinker video. Like the little sniveling bitch that he is, he ran when I called him out for not being able to define the word woke. And I'll never understand how you're anti-woke when you don't even know what woke means. But hey, no one ever said racists were intelligent. Speaking of his Twitter, yeah, I'm sure to him the resemblance is uncanny. Anyway,
again, y'all see the picture. Now, this, I don't know if he's trying to be an actor or he is an actor or was an actor or anything, but he got the K-pop pictures on there just in full-fledged where, I mean, you even see my thumbnail that I picked. I don't know what the hell he was thinking about taking that headshot. Which, speaking of which, I need to take some. Yeah. All right, let's get more because we smoking on that Kangmin Lee pack. Let's keep going. Kang, we was Kangs and shit.
Reason we are here today
Oh,
is
he
to
has
talk
an
about his
IMDb
take
account?
on Assassin's Creed Shadows, or rather his most recent take. You see, this idiot has been whining about this game for over a year now, campaigning for the game's financial failure, and since it appears that Shadows is going to do well financially, he has to do what all grifters do when faced with the reality that
Japan's
go broke is not a real thing. Change his talking points. On today's episode of The Idiots of Twitter, Lee says that he
still can't believe Ubisoft created a game in 2025 where a black man goes around killing Asians. Word. This is January 27, 2025. Word, bro. Cry now, cope later.
believe Ubisoft created a game in 2025 where a black man goes around killing Asians, which of course makes one wonder where he was when Neo came out, a game where a white man was killing Asians. Neo just so happened to also include Yasuke in that game as the Obsidian Samurai. The more astute of you will notice that because Yasuke is a samurai in that game that was created by Asians, by the way.
Hold up, let's go back. I like details. I love when he brings out the details. KO Tecmo Holding Company is a Japanese video game. Japanese. So the Japanese, and this is always that I had a problem with. I'm going to just be real because I've been a gamer for a long, long time. And I've always kind of had a problem with some Japanese companies catering to the West. So a lot of the protagonists in a lot of video games were always white. I always had a problem with that. And I think just recently, it was like that in anime too. It was like that with anime where if you were, with the Chinese, I could understand. Shut up, Torian. It was the 2600. You jackass. But but even in anime, some of the anime, depicted us in a awful light, and now we're starting to get, because we've embraced Japanese culture so much over the last 20 years. And, and I'm seeing the last 20 years or even 25 years, with a lot of anime coming over that we were able to get anime, manga, and, learn about Japanese culture. Of course, us that, grew up, in the Kung Fu era from the 70s and 80s or whatever, always loved Asian culture. Chinese culture, Wu-Tang. The Wu-Tang clan is named after a Chinese, group. You know what I'm saying? Shaolin, all of that. So we've always embraced Asian culture. There's a link to Africans, and Asians. There is a link, and I'm not just talking about Chinese, Japanese, Indian too, Cambodian, all of that. You know what I mean? So we've always had a love for that. And recently you start to see a lot of the Japanese companies that see that we do love this culture, and they love our culture. You know what I'm saying? They love our culture, and we're starting to do better. And I'm proud of that, because that shows progress. What is not progress is what you see here when the Asian grifters that are trying to kiss the ass of people who don't like them, we're going backwards. But again, you always combat the cold with medicine. And I love the way that we're combating this, and we're still, going ahead, making stuff number one. The Japanese are starting to recognize, certain history, certain things like that, and making our characters better, making our characters likable. They're not stereotypes. They're not, they're actually worth, the price of admission. And I'm all for it. Let's keep going. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
The implication is that Yasuke killed some Asians in that game too. Because he's a samurai. There are many examples of a game depicting a character of one ethnic background combating enemies that don't share that background.
Exactly.
In Far Cry 2, you can be the Asian man Xiangyong Bai, and funnily enough, he kills Africans. Hell, this is most of the Assassin's Creed games themselves. And of course, He has nothing to say in these cases.
Nope.
But this is what Kangmin does, though.
What,
he is
again,
a cuck for racist.
What is, again, I'm curious. Why are we the ones who's under attack? Why every time they bring up DEI, they never mention that Asians like himself could be a part of DEI also. You know what I'm saying? That they could be a part of DEI also. So let's just for shits and giggles. Sorry, Miss Roberta, because she like, you already done said run N-word run. Now here you go cussing some more. I'm just curious. You know, why is it always us that's under attack when it comes to the conversation of DEI and all of that, right? But they never bring up who actually benefits. Have you noticed that? They never actually tells you who benefits from DEI, from affirmative action, all that. Even the ones who are not even that's in a minority always brings up DEI when it comes to black people. You see the white folks never bring it up. But we can always just bring it up. It's always to shit. I'm sorry, Miss Roberta, because now I'm in my feelings. It's always to shit on black people. That's it. It always is never a that's why I said somebody brought up the fact that I mentioned Charlie Kirk going to colleges debating young people. I said no. He never would debate somebody either his age or older in a proper debate. Don't go around debating kids. Debate somebody that's grown, that knows their stuff. Debate them. Debate them. Matter of fact, I would have loved to see Rizza Islam and Charlie Kirk debate, right? I would have loved to see Charlie Kirk and Rizza Islam debate, right? Because then there's no hiding for Rizza Islam. Rizza go give you that work. There's no hiding from that. But yet, when I said no, he should have took his grown ass to debate grown folks. You know what I mean? And those kids who was coming on campus to try to debate after what, that's not, no, leave us alone. Because every time they bring up DEI, they never bring up this article. What does that say? While many white women have made gains in the American workforce, the gains for racial and ethnic minority women haven't been as significant. So when people start saying that, oh, if I see Shaniqua flying a plane, is she qualified? If it was between Shaniqua and Sharon, and Sharon's the white lady, Sharon's getting that job over Shaniqua. Why? Because it tells you. According to another McKinsey study, white women hold nearly 19% of all C-suite positions, while racial and ethnic minority women hold only 4%. Overall, white women have benefited disproportionately from corporate DEI efforts. It's right there. Facts. It's facts. So there's a fact that we do not even benefit from diversity, including exclusion, and equity, or whatever it is. You ought to be, but we don't benefit from it. And here is even talking about how black women really don't. If black women don't benefit it, and I know damn well black men ain't benefiting from it. So why is every time you talk about DEI, they have to bring up us? I'm going to tell you why. It's because the ideology that is spread over and over again always wants to shit on us because, like I think somebody put in the chat real quick that we're low-hanging fruit. That we're low-hanging fruit. It's inclusion. And really, it didn't have anything to do with black people. It didn't have anything to do with black people. What about people that's disabled? That might get, might get looked over because they're disabled. What about them? You see what I mean? What about veterans that come in that served our country? Since we're so, when it benefits us, we're so for the troops. Why did some of them don't get placed back in the workforce like they should? And why veterans benefits and stuff like that run out in certain cases. Shout out to all my veterans that's out there. You see what I mean? They never talk about that type of stuff. But every time they always want to throw in affirmative action and DEI, make it a black thing. We don't benefit from none of this. We don't benefit in it. And again, this is why they don't want smoke with real people that can give them that work. Like I said, you can say what you want to, but if I ask for that smoke, come and give me that smoke. Come on, let's get that smoke. I've already had a grifter that I tried to get on this show to give him smoke. They got mad because I fell asleep. I was like, oh, we can just do it now. Because most of these grifters don't want real smoke. They don't want that. What they want to do is be a talking head for ideology. And they put it under Christian ideology. Sounds very particular, very, parallel to the Ku Klux Klan. Because remember, the Ku Klux Klan came in the name of Jesus. Let's keep going. Let me get back from sharing this tab. All right.
Racist white men and is an attack dog for them, a useful ignorant, if you will. The sad part is he LARPs as a Christian, and as a former Christian, I don't remember ever being taught to hate other groups of people. In fact, I'm almost certain Christ said to treat the foreigner as native born. In other words, people that don't look like you should be treated with kindness.
I mean, literally, the last commandment that the Most High gave, Yeshua gave, was to love thy neighbor like to love yourself. So I said, I'm gonna be real. Younger me used to be on some Tupac shit. I'm gonna just be real. I used to be just high-headed real quick. Always been intelligent, but you piss me off. I'm going into Tupac mode real quick. I'm just being honest with you. And the older I got, I was in my 20s, you know what I'm saying? And the older I got, the more I had to slow down and just start using the brain that God gave me. I mean, my grandma even said before she passed, she said, "Boy, you ain't got the good sense God gave a mule." I like, dang, for real. So I had to start using my common sense. I always had it. I just wasn't using it properly. Now I had to sit back and think. That's why I told that story at the beginning. Yeah, it's funny that that a guy hollered at me, even though I'm not part of that community. But I had to think, you know what I'm saying? I could just use this as a time to bash him and make him feel bad or whatever. Or, I can show them that, hey, even though I'm not with that, I'm still I want to still be a good person. And I ain't got to bash him for what he thinks or where he believes or what he thought. I don't have to do that. I don't have to. Unless you attack me, not going to attack you. You know what I mean? Because I'm really about peace and understanding and be able to see somebody's side as long as it's respectful. Now, you hear what I'm saying on this? As long as it's respectful. As long as you ain't coming to me with no bullshiggity, I'm good. But as soon as you cross that line, then Tupac's back. I'm just letting you know. You know what I mean? So I don't have to go all out my way being a jackass to somebody or any of that, because you never know. You never know what teachable moment you can have in somebody's life. You never know where you can actually bless somebody with kindness, real kindness, despite their actions. And maybe that seed gets planted in them and they think about it just for a moment. You never know. That's how I come now. You know what I'm saying? But again, don't take me for no fool either. Because like I said, you cross that line, it's Tupac time. For real. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's about showing respect. And it's so sad to see other minority groups that we as black people fought for. Listen to what I'm saying. Y'all forgot. He forgot that black people came over there in the Korean War and did not want to fight that Korean War. They forgot that a lot of black people was protesting the Korean War. Some people even went to jail for protesting the Korean War. World champions taken to jail. People that didn't want to get drafted taken to jail because it was protesting the Korean War. Because look, you know, the Vietnam War, the Korean War, all of that. Because we got an enemy we fighting right here. What do I need to go over there and fight for them for in the name of freedom? When I'm not even free here. People forget that. And that's why I said these dudes don't want to debate somebody who actually knows their stuff. They can get behind YouTube, they can get behind a paywall, but they won't come here because they know better. He would never go to Birdman and have a debate with Birdman. You see how Stevie Knight looks, and he was just going at Abba. Just think if he was going to somebody who, I'm not saying Abba don't know his books, I'm not saying that, but just think if he was going to somebody who knew they stuff, who really knew they stuff. Hell, we'll go fight in the war and couldn't even eat next to the white soldier that fought next to us here. And this dude is taking upon himself to taste the biscuits. Let me put more honey sauce on there.
Apparently, Kangmin is a different kind of Christian. And, you know, this is pretty funny, considering
they're gonna add fried chicken to the DLC. Are you serious?
Attempting to claim that Ubisoft is being racist by having Yasuke kill Asian people. So I guess it's okay to be racist as long as other people were racist towards you first.
Sad.
Except that's also not very Christ-like.
Sure not.
But this idea that the game is racist because there is a black character that engages in combat with another ethnic group doesn't make much sense. I mean, these people are clearly attacking him and his clan, and he's defending himself in the daimyo, no? Self-defense would seem like something you'd agree with, right, you piece of shit? I mean, otherwise, this tweet makes no sense, and you should call the Koreans in this photo racist.
Oh, we forgot about that. This weekend is 30-year anniversary of the rooftop Koreas of the 1992 riots. This is the legacy of Korean Americans strong, pro-2A men, exemplify value and virtue in protecting their families, communities, and businesses. We also know that the Korean, the reason for the LA riots was not just Rodney King. It was also the horrendous murder of Latasha. Forgot Latasha's last name, but the Korean store owner who killed her thinking she was still in a bottle of juice. But we still, people forget about that. Latasha Harless, thank you, Victoria. It had a lot. See, in those neighborhoods, because you know, living in LA, there's a lot of there was a lot of Korean shops or whatever. And because of little Latasha being murdered, along with Rodney King, people didn't give a. They started attacking. Now, I'm not saying that was right either, but they started attacking those Korean business owners because I think that lady got off from killing Natasha. So, but I respect them for protecting their homes. Because if it was me, I'd do the same damn thing. Because I didn't have nothing to do with that little girl getting killed. You know what I mean? But that was the anger of the people. It was the anger of the people. And yes, they took it out on, you know, certain people in the neighborhood that wasn't right. But that's the reason why. But again, when you don't have when you don't have facts, when you don't want to back up, you just use a racist rhetoric, but you're not actually looking at history, then this is where we come to.
But we're starting to notice a pattern here.
Thank you, Torian.
In case you in the audience are not, this photo is Koreans shooting at black rioters in the 1992 Los Angeles riots. Mm-hmm. And the part he's leaving out is this started because a Korean store owner killed a 15-year-old.
Dude, he's on it. I swear, I put this on everything I love on my kids. And I love my kids. So don't be like, damn, you don't love me. I haven't watched this. This was the first time me watching this. So I spit this off the top of my head because I knew what was going on because I was around when this happened. You know what I mean? I was around when this happened. I remember the LA riots like it happened yesterday. You know what I mean? And that's why I said receipts. This is why you have to be able to bring up receipts. Because again, when you don't bring up the history, these dudes can spout their racist rhetoric, their racist ideology, and all of that without having facts. Hold up. You said what's interesting is black towns get destroyed when they were just minding their business, but we're expected to just lay down our swords. And this, in my opinion, is years of buildup and provoke. Absolutely. 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 But see, I this is just me. This is just my knowledge from this big ass forehead full of stuff. Full of stuff. You know, tomorrow's show, when I bring up the fact that Hollywood likes to change the story when it comes to black people, I got another one today. I'm gonna make that thumbnail today and how it ties in, how the Black Panther Party ties into the Black Panther MCU movie and why this was a threat and Hollywood doesn't want it. But yeah, I've did retweets and all of that about Kyron too. So yeah, but yeah, I'm glad he posted this because again, and that's why I said it wasn't just Rodney King. This was it. This was the lightning storm. You know what I mean? This was the lightning storm. What's up, baby Shashiro? That's why, again, this big ass forehead got a lot of knowledge in it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because my man cooking with fish grease.
Old black girl who she falsely accused of attempting to steal, and as if to add insult to injury, was let off with an incredibly light sentence after being found guilty. But we all know how Kangmin loves to leave out the actual facts.
That's
like how he
said.
blames black people for the Stop Asian Hate campaign when it was Trump and his followers that blamed COVID on Asians. And from all available crime statistics, it was mainly white criminals attacking Asian people.
Remember that? China has had a long history of the virus. It started in China. It was China. I know. I was there. They tried to sell me that, but I've already had Tylenol in my system, and that's wrong to have.
Thing he's spectacularly quiet about. You see, his problem is black people. He hates them, which again is strange because here he is keying with black people in Missouri. It could be that he's a paper tiger keyboard warrior and can't say these kinds of things.
Are you serious? See, again, I can't wait to do this video tomorrow. I can't wait for everyone who is trying to disrespect MLK, but they bring up the COINTEL profiles on MLK, is some of the biggest jackass dummies I've ever heard, and I don't need to hear. If you bring up COINTEL profiles and say this is what MLK did, not without bringing up the fact that J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI at that time and the CIA was bringing up all kinds of false allegations to denigrate all of our black leaders because they did not want to have the rise of the black messiah. You cannot tell me nothing. There's nothing you can tell me. Nothing. And I'm tired of our leaders getting disrespected like that. I don't care if you didn't believe in what Martin Luther King was saying as far as non-violence or whatever. You're more we're more of the Malcolm X. I get that. I get it. But you're not going to disrespect my people. You're not. You're not going to disrespect my people. And I'm so sick of these people. You know what I'm saying? And the rhetoric Charlie Kirk was saying, no, you're not going to do that. Without bringing up the simple fact that COINTELPRO manufactured a lot of false allegations against all of our leaders during COINTELPRO. and then tried to cover up a lot of the murders that was doing under COINTELPRO. There's nothing you can tell me. There's nothing. Nothing. Oh, this pisses me off.
Things in the presence of actual black people, you know, being a dwarf and all, but I really wonder what his issue is with black people. Maybe some black dude, probably me, took a girl he was interested in and he never let that hate out.
Not that he did. Birdman, you's a mother. Birdman. Damn, Birdman. Okay, all right, I see you, big dog. Okay, all right. No wonder. Hey, man, can you take me to? I buy my own ticket. Just take me. I'm just playing. I see you though, big dog.
Out of his heart. Who knows? The point is that his racism is where this nonsense is coming from, not any real criticism of this game. He doesn't give a shit about the Japanese characters being killed in this game. He's a Christian Korean. These people hate the Japanese, as shown by his own fucking tweets.
Hell. Oh, wow. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. I feel the inner anti-Japanese leaving my body the more I watch this video. Wow. Snapshots, reviews. What's up? No, I've never watched this. This is new to me.
Fucking tweets. Hell, he hates Chinese people. What he's doing.
Oh my, hold up. Wait a minute. We got to bring up I want to see everything. Why Koreans and Japanese both don't like the Chinese. Chinese women on the train in Tokyo politely asked the Japanese man next to her to move his legs. And he puts why Koreans and Japanese both don't like the Chinese. They be beefing. Ooh, excuse me. They be beefing, boy.
What he's doing is LARPing as an Asian ambassador to racist white people who don't even like him, but use him because he's an attack dog against other groups, especially black people. Because if what I'm saying were not true, he'd have the same complaints about Hitman, where a white dude kills Japanese people while wearing a kimono, or Resident Evil 5, a game where a white man not only kills native Africans in a city, but decimates a local African tribe as well. And that was a game made by Asians. He probably thought that was based. Hell, he has literally 0 tweets mentioning Neo, the aforementioned game where a white guy kills Asians. Nor do I see him complaining about Ghost of Tsushima, a game where a Japanese man kills scores of Mongolians. But I guess that doesn't count because all Asians look alike. Am I right?
Hey, all right, Birdman boy, you got me on this one. This one was hilarious. This one was hilarious. But I like the way he ended that, though. I ain't gonna lie. I love the way he ended that. And it's just so funny. Like I said, when you look at the things we have done as Black Americans, you know, just for Black, especially the Black Panther Party. It's just funny how these people turn around and just all of a sudden they don't know history. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing. JoJo don't know nothing. I gotta take a commercial. I gotta play back. I gotta go back to my commercial. I don't know why I like this one so much, but I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mack Show.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Are you going down? Then you gotta know the best way to go on the down low.
Damn, you banking like that, and you come over here with a biscuit meal, man?
Would you like to take a survey?
No. Elevator go down the hall.
It's you! It's you!
Whoop they do? We are talking about the same girl.
Okay, well, what do we do? Fight a duel or something?
Well, I don't know. Maybe,
Transformers.
That's a damn shame. That ending is a damn shame. Oh my God. But see, that I think that's what the problem that I have. That ending is wild. But I think that's the problem that I have with a lot of these, buttery biscuit talking points from a lot of these people, man. It's because they repeat what they heard and not what they know. And again, a lot of people in church, that's why I brought that up yesterday. A lot of people in church are like that. They bring up what they know. Yeah, that's a buttery biscuit eating brother. Q is not a robot. RG3 is the NFL's mascot for buttery biscuiting. He's not alone though. Marcellus Wiley is up there too, but most definitely RG3. Most definitely RG3. But yeah, it's like, the reason why I say a lot of people in church, some of those people do not go back and read the Bible. They repeat what the pastor says, but they don't read the Bible. They don't want to read the Bible. Why do I have to read? Why do I have to get into my Bible when it literally says, study to show thyself approved, rightly dividing the word of truth? But no, they don't want to do that because it's easier just to repeat. The pastor can be dead wrong. Take something fully out of context. Then they will fight you tooth and nail to defend what somebody else said. And not, I'm not saying all of them, but there's people in church that just don't read. You know what I'm saying? That don't want to read. There's people that just don't want to read and they not in church. You got a whole small pocket computer right here. You see that, Bob Hire? Got a whole pocket computer here, and people will still ask you for directions to the store. They don't want to read. They don't want to do anything. Because it's literally okay just to be ignorant and to be at bliss. I don't even think they can't read. I think the problem, Torian, is comprehension. That's what I believe. If they did read something, they couldn't comprehend it. They'd be like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What is that? So I don't think it's not necessarily that they don't want to read. I just don't think they can comprehend what they're reading. That's it. You know what I mean? And especially people don't even know how to write or put parentheses or spelling check or anything. And it's just that's what it is. So it is a shame. Because then these are the same people who want to go online and argue with you. These are the same people that will literally go online and won't stop yapping online. And then when you tell them you make no sense, then they get mad at you because they don't make sense. And thanks to Chill, I'm drinking on that Canadian Dry. There we go. Canadian Dry. Yeah, it does. It blows my mind that people don't like to read either. It does. I mean, hell, they don't even want to be read to. You know what I'm saying? Go get you an audio book or something. They don't want that. So it's just where we're at right now. And like I said, these talking heads. But again, thanks to the Birdman, just doing this, basically the beginning to see where this guy was at. I loved every minute of it. But I mean, I've been here long enough. And I done played a commercial. that mug is, the ending is just wild.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Yo, I gotta wrap this thing up, man. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Tell me, please, 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 in the comment section below, tell me what you guys think about This video was Birdman on point. Is this something that these grifters be doing? Let me know in the comment section below and tell me what's up. But again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher. Let me get up out of here because you already know I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.